Hello everyone, I am Dhruv and you are watching Learn with Dhruv. This is episode 14 of IELTS Speaking. Today's topic is describe an occasion when electricity went out. You should say when it happened, where were you at that time, what you were doing, and explain how you felt about it. I would like to describe an occasion when electricity went out during the peak of the monsoon season last year. It happened one evening around 8 p.m. when the city was experiencing torrential rainfall accompanied by gusty winds and intermittent thunder. At that time, I was at home with my immediate family in a familiar and comfortable domestic setting. I was in my room preparing for an important exam, revising notes, and practicing questions, while the rest of my family members were gathered in the living room, unwinding after a long day. Without any warning, the electricity went out and the entire household was suddenly plunged into darkness, most likely due to weather related disruptions. Initially, I felt quite frustrated because my preparations came to an abrupt halt. The relentless downpour outside, combined with the power outage, created a gloomy atmosphere. The sound of rain lashing against the windows and the howling wind made it difficult to focus. I tried to continue studying with my phone's flashlight, but under those conditions, it was neither practical nor productive. However, as time passed, the frustration gradually subsided. I stepped out of my room and joined my family, and we ended up spending some quality time together. We talked, shared memories, and enjoyed each other's company in a way that our busy routines rarely allow. The presence of my family provided a sense of reassurance and emotional comfort, making the situation feel far less stressful. Emotionally, I experienced a mix of irritation and reflection. While the power cut disrupted my study schedule, it also strengthened the feeling of family bonding and reminded me of the importance of togetherness during unexpected situations. When the electricity was finally restored after a few hours, I felt relieved but also quietly appreciative of the unexpected moment of connection it created within my family. Overall, what began as an inconvenient interruption turned into a memorable experience shaped not only by the intensity of the storm, but also by the warmth and support of my family. Moving on to some follow up questions and their answers. The first one: why do power cuts occur more frequently during heavy rains? Power cuts often occur during heavy rains due to waterlogging, damaged power lines, and compromised infrastructure. Extreme weather conditions can overwhelm outdated electrical systems. As a result, authorities sometimes shut down the power supply as a precautionary measure. Next question: how do power outages affect family life? Power outages disrupt daily routines and create temporary inconvenience within households. However, they can also encourage family members to interact more and spend quality time together. In some cases, such situations strengthen emotional bonds. Next question: do you think modern society is overly dependent on electricity? Yes, people today are heavily reliant on electricity for communication, work, and entertainment. Even a brief power outage can paralyze daily activities. This dependence highlights the vulnerability of contemporary lifestyles. Next question: how can governments reduce the impact of power cuts during extreme weather? The governing bodies can invest in resilient infrastructure and upgrade aging power grids. Implementing underground cabling and rapid response systems can also minimize disruptions. Long term planning is essential to address climate related challenges. Next question: are power cuts more problematic in urban or rural areas? Power cuts tend to be more disruptive in urban areas due to higher population density and technological reliance. However, rural areas often experience longer outages because of limited resources. Both settings face challenges, but for different reasons. Next question: how do power outages affect students and education? Power outages can significantly disrupt students' study schedules, especially during exam periods. Online learning and digital resources become inaccessible. This can increase stress and reduce productivity. Next question. Should families prepare in advance for power outages? Yes, families should take precautionary measures such as keeping emergency lights and backup power sources. Being prepared reduces panic and inconvenience. It also ensures safety during prolonged outages. Next question. Can power cuts have any positive effects? Although inconvenient, power cuts can sometimes promote reflection and reduce digital distractions. They may encourage people to engage in face to face interactions. In this sense, they can have unexpected social benefits. Next question. Do you think climate change will increase power outages in the future? Yes, climate change is likely to intensify extreme weather events such as storms and floods. These conditions place additional strain on power infrastructure. Consequently, power outages may become more frequent. Next question. How can individuals adapt to frequent power outages? Individuals can adopt flexible routines and invest in alternative energy solutions. Developing resilience and adaptability is crucial. Over time, these strategies help minimize disruption. Here's a list of some of the vocabs and idioms and phrases that I have used in this cue card. You may pause this video here in order to go through them. That brings to an end to today's IELTS lesson. Remember, the key to scoring high in IELTS speaking is not by memorizing answers, but by practicing pronunciations and using high-end vocabs. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss the next video. This is Dhruv from Learn with Dhruv. Thanks for watching.